Hello everybody, welcome back to Red Shirt Video. My name's Keith. Last time you saw me, I had a bad day. My truck had a really bad day. Since that happened, I came home and I went to the body shop where we've had some work done before, and I got them to write up an estimate, and it came up to $1,558, $1,558. That's not a bad price in today's world, but I'm cheap. This truck's paid for and I don't have full coverage on it, so that would have to come out of pocket. I went to the glass shop where I've had several windshields replaced, and he quoted me a price of $335 to replace the windshield. He told me if I bought my own windshield, he would replace it for $120. So I got on eBay and I found a really nice windshield and purchased it. It comes with the sealant and everything. It's ready to go. So I got it for $180 shipped, tax and all. And he's going to replace it for $120. So I saved about $35 right there. I got to thinking, well, let me back up. He said they do body work on the side, and he had a couple of vehicles he was working on at the time I was there. And this is not a rocket science job. It's an older truck. It doesn't have to be perfect. I would like it to look pretty nice. This truck, I've had it since it was new for 20 years, and I just don't want it to look beat up. So I would like to fix it, whether I fix it or somebody else fixes it, or at least make it look better than it does. So he told me for $400 that he would do all the body work and paint it and fix it. That's pretty darn cheap. So for $735, I can have it all fixed. That's a good deal. So I thought I was going to go that route. And the more I got to thinking about it, I thought, I'd kind of like to try to bang those dents out and just see what I can do. If I can get it to where it looks 85 or 90% proper, I might be happy with that. If I get it to a point where I'm not happy with it, then I'll take it and let them finish it or something. But I decided that I would make an attempt to try. So I didn't film the first little bit that I've done, but I'm going to show you what I've done and then film it going forward, because I thought, somebody might be interested in what's going on, and I mean, I am. So the first thing that I did yesterday is I pulled the headliner down. It wasn't difficult, but a lot of screws, and you have to take out the coat hooks. You have to take out the bolts for the seatbelt restraints. You got to take out the sun visors, and then all the little, I don't know what you call it, A-pillars, dog legs. You got to take those out. Hope I can get it all back together. So anyway, that's what I did yesterday, and then I started banging on that biggest dent. So I'll show you where I've been and where I'm going. Appreciate you being here. Enjoy. Fragile.
Get the crowbar and a hammer, Ralphie. Ah, fragile. It must be Italian.
Well, I think that says fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah.
That sun is in the wrong place for me to be filming, but here you can see what I've been doing. Been punching this thing out from the outside, and there was a crease right here, and I can't get all that out, mostly because I can't get 100% access, but I probably got 85% of that dent pushed out, and now I could do some fiberglass filler or some Bondo or something, and I'm still going to try to get this ripple dent out here. What I've been doing in here is I pulled the headliner down. There you can see where the impact was. The board came through, but I've got it taped up, plus the tint screen is holding it all together. But yeah, I had to pull the headliner down so I could push it forward enough to get it out of my way. When they build the truck, they put some bracing on the inside, and they have little access holes and stuff up in there. Yesterday I was having trouble getting up in that hole, and so I had to take a grinder and try to cut out a little extra, which I did. You can see a round curvature on the right, which was that dent, and then kind of in the middle lower section you see a horizontal crease. That's what I'm having trouble getting out. Access is limited, but I'm doing what I can. So I took my truck to the shop yesterday, and I had that glass replaced. They did a great job. While we're out here, I'll show you this area that I had repaired. It's kind of hard to see, but most of the dent is out, and I'm going to be using some Bondo and then sanding it, trying to get the area smooth again, ready for paint. I bought some spray paint in a can that matches this color code, and I bought some clear coat, and it should be coming in the mail today. But the window came out really good, the back glass. While I had it in the shop, he called me and he said, "Hey, do you want us to put that headliner back in?" And I'm telling you what, that'd be a job for one guy that's never done it before. I could do it, but it'd probably take me at least an hour. So I asked him how much. He said $30. I said, yeah, go ahead. So he got the inside all put back together, and then back here, everything's back together. If you look right up here, that's where the 2x6 came through the window, and this headliner behind it, the backer board, is fiberglass, and it damaged that, and it pulled part of the foam out. My intention was to fix that before the headliner got put up, but when he asked me, I couldn't resist, so they put it back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some epoxy and put it up behind here, and then I'm going to put a board to wedge that up there, and we'll just see how that works. It's got to be better than it is now, so that's what I'm going to work on right now, is making that repair. All right, so just going to mix some of this up. Get this at the dollar store. Of course, now it's probably more like $1.50. Yeah, I don't know how much we need. see if I can get it up behind there. All right, now my idea is push this up into there, and then take a wedge. Ha! Hold it there for, I don't know, just leave it for a while. Well, I was doing some vacuuming and I knocked that wedge down, so I went on and took it out. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. The average passerby won't notice it. Okay, so nobody is making the claim that I know what I'm doing. And I'm using the tools that I have because I'm a woodworker, not a metal worker. But I got it sanded and feathered. And now I think I'm going to mix up some Bondo and try to get a coat on there of that. This is the first coat, and I can sand it and reapply it if I need to. Yeah, I should have gloves on. Okay. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. That is about as ugly as you can get. But there's no dent. I'm going to have to get a different spatula. The lighting is not real good out here, and it's a little windy right now. But I just wanted to show I've been sanding on this. It's still a little rough around the edges, like right around here, right around here, right around here. So I need to put another coat on. I would say I got the basic shape that I want. Yeah, so I'm going to put another coat on. I may wait and buy a thinner type of Bondo. I think they call it icing, that will fill in these little holes, because that spatula with that Bondo on this curved area is not working real well, and I don't know how well I can get into these spots that I need to. But man, I think for not being somebody that does this all the time, I'm feeling pretty good about the shape. All right, so I have already applied a coat of the icing and sanded it off. and then put another coat on. And I'm going to try to do some more sanding. I'm probably going to do this several times until I figure out what I'm doing or get it like I want it. But so the impact was right around here, was the worst on this section here. And this is actually still a little bit of a low spot. I don't know if you can see it in that frame, but there's a ridge right here. And there should be a ridge right here. And it's not as pronounced as it is over here. And I'm probably not going to get it that way, but I think I'm going to put one more layer on, at least one more layer on right here. So this stuff, this glazing and spot putty, you don't have to use hardener. At least I haven't. Just squeeze some out. So I just got this sanded down with 400 grit, and then I went on and put a coat of primer on it for the night. But that primer will help show some of the imperfections. I don't know if you can see it, but I got a place right here that's lifting up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to take care of that. That's all good. That primer will help seal it for the night. And then tomorrow, when the sun's out a little better, I can work on some of the imperfections. And this is a high build primer, so it fills in some of the gaps, and then you can sand it and reapply. So I've got 2 coats of primer on here, and then I sanded it with 400, and then I've wiped it down, try to get it really clean. Fixing to spray the white coat on here. Kind of nervous about this. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. 10 minutes, put another coat on. Here goes coat number 2. Okay, coat number 3 coming up. I'm competing with the barking dog across the street, and it looks like the wind's picking up a little bit. All right, this is coat number 4. Once again, please excuse the dogs barking in the background. So I am done with this project for now. I still need to put clear coat on it, but the clear coat that I bought, once you activate the can, you have to use it up in 36 hours. I have 2 other spots on the passenger side that I'm gonna fix, and I want to wait and use all the clear coat at one time. So I'm going to give this about a 87 out of 100. and I'm pretty darn happy with it for really my first body work. The ridge is not as pronounced on the left side as it is on the right side, and I knew it wouldn't be, but I'm okay with that. It's a very difficult situation, and I'm probably going to have to lightly wet sand that paint once it dries for a few days. Maybe get rid of a little bit of orange peel, and then also a couple of spots where I'm trying to blend in the new paint with the old paint. So I'm going to be working on that a little bit. But if nothing else changed about it, I'm pretty happy with it, and I can live with it on a 20-year-old truck. Thanks for watching.